All right, y'all. World Strong Reviews. How y'all doing? Ezekiel. All right, so today's episode, my impression on Coffee Prince. So I've only seen a couple of episodes, and the reason I'm doing an impression is because this is, I wouldn't say hailed as the best Korean drama, but it is regarded as very, very good. Okay? So, first, like, and subscribe. I'm trying to build a channel, so I really appreciate it. Now, let's get into it. So, Coffee Prince was made back in 2007. So, it's pretty much, the way I look at it, it's a completely different era of TV, 2007. The story, from what I've gathered, is a rich kid from an era of coffee. It needs to pretend to be gay to not get married. His grandmother, who has cancer, is trying to hurry up and get him married to lead the family. He stopped talking to his father years ago, I think around the age of 17. He is now 30, and they're not too sure why. They being the grandmother and his mother. So they're working on getting him a suitor, keep sending him on blind dates. He pretends to be gay based off a photo that his grandmother and mother found of I'm not sure what country he was in, but he wasn't in Korea, of a white gentleman kissed him on the cheek. And they naturally assume that he is gay. But they still want him to marry a woman. Now, he's not gay or homosexual. He is heterosexual. The gentleman that he gets to pretend to be a gentleman is a female who cuts her hair short, wraps her breasts around to get jobs. Okay? So I'm assuming in this era, it was very hard for a girl, let alone a woman, to get certain jobs. So she has part-time jobs everywhere where she, trying to get money for her family. And she pretends to be a man, in order to do these jobs. That is what I'm getting. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Comments below. Now, that's the plot. That's the premise. Eventually, they fall in love, of course. I'm assuming it's a romance. For the first couple of episodes, I'm on episode 4, and I think it's like 4 out of 20. I know it's more than 16 because I was kind of surprised it was more than 16. It's very slow. They took their time really building, and I had to realize that I don't think I've ever seen a Korean show made back in 2007. I started watching my Korean show back in 2014 and possibly 2013. I think I came across Hunters and didn't really know if it was Korean or what. And then eventually I saw something else. And then by 2018, I really started getting into it, watching multiple shows back to back on Netflix. So I was like, this is probably the oldest one I've seen. And it is very slow. They really dive down deep into everybody's past. You know what I'm saying? And I mean the female past, the rich heir past, and I'm like, this is a very slow show. They haven't got to the cafe yet. All right, it's called Coffee Prince because they're working. The thumbnail of the show, they're working in a coffee shop. So I'm sitting here thinking it's all about coffee. No, they're really diving in deep. You got other side characters. You learn about their love story. I'm like, okay, so the heir has a first love, but the first love and him are friends, and the first love is in love with somebody else, and I'm assuming that she's famous. I'm like, if she's famous, usually all the shows I see right now, if she is truly famous, people will be stopping, trying to take pictures. And I'm like, it's a different era. It's a different era. He had the first iPhone while everybody else had flip phones. He was using an iPhone as an heir. He was using an iPhone. I was like, oh yeah, I have to remember that. So the first 3 episodes seemed extremely slow. I think they finally started reconstructing the cafe by the 2nd episode, and then finally started working in the cafe by the 3rd episode. And you start to see tension. You start to see the female protagonist, who is pretending to be a man, start to kind of develop feelings for him, the heir. And it's slow and steady, but it's a little comedy. But it's old, and then it's like, oh dang, I can't believe I'm saying 07 is old. It's very weird for me to say 07 is old, but yeah. My impressions of it so far, it's slow, a little silly, but I would have to say it has a lot of potential. I know it's already done, but just off the first couple of episodes, I'm like, I guess I can still keep watching this as potential. And I think what's so funny is that she acts like a female. She acts just like a female. In one scene, she was told to do something. She told somebody else to do something. They messed up. So the heir is yelling at her like a man. He's yelling at her like a man, telling her, you need to man up. You need to accept responsibility and stuff like that, just like a man would, a guy would tell another guy. And she starts crying. She goes outside, and it actually seems like maybe she's more of, she is very in tune with her feelings as a man, and everybody is getting the impression that she's a man that's very that's feminine, that might be homosexual. And I'm like, so that is very interesting how they're doing that. Yes, I'm trying to watch my words, but I find that very funny. It's very funny, very realistic all at the same time. And I was wondering, like, how can they not look at her and see that she's a she? And I realized, she's rapping herself. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Even other females believe that she's a man. So I just find the whole thing and the whole scenario funny. And I wanted to watch it because I heard good things about it. But so far, I would say a 6 out of 10. And I think I give it a 6 out of 10 because it is kind of funny. It is kind of funny. There's a lot of stuff going on. They're giving you a lot of information. And I'm just hoping all this comes together to at least give me some type of drama, let alone not just comedy, but some type of drama, and that would be good. And it's very, it's very weird seeing all these actors very, very young. They're all so young right now. I'm like, man, they were young back then. And it's just pretty funny. Most of them right now are in their early 40s, late 30s. So, but that's it. That's my impression. The first 4 episodes. I'm trying to drop more episodes. More episodes, more videos on a day-to-day basis to get the channel up. And that's why they're nice, short, and sweet. I'm doing it on my phone for right now. I want to try to download so you guys can, instead of just seeing me, you also see, the trailer or a couple of clips and scenes running in the background. So I do plan on upgrading the channel. I probably have to use some type of screen share software, and right now I haven't uploaded my up-to-date video what's going on, but right now I cannot afford it per se. I gotta save some more money up and really try to find another part-time job to help me with my overall expenses as I'm building my personal training business. But that's it. World Strong Reviews, your boy Ezekiel, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.